welcome into Rock Painting 101. Today's tutorial is a live that I did over on Facebook. My daughter and I had done a really fun design on the driveway and I wanted to turn it into a rock for her. But building this design from one arch and kind of stacking the colors is kind of just a fun technique that you can do, and you can use any colors that you want. We added a nice little "you rock" phrase in there, so it's perfect for hiding around town once you get it sealed and ready to go. That is, if she lets me let this one go. So I hope you enjoy this design process. If you do, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and feel free to share this style of video into any of your rock painting groups, like over on Facebook, because it's always fun to inspire others to paint as well. Hey everybody, welcome into Rock Painting 101. It has been a long break, but I am back. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. It's been kind of slow moving, trying to get through all the comments and everything and the messages from my nice extended long Christmas break, but it's 2020. I'm ready to get back into painting. And if you follow the stories on our page, I posted an image. This is an up-close image of it. My daughter and I, we like to doodle a lot on the driveway. And what we do is we take turns. So she drew the first little arch, then I add the second, then she does the third, then I do the fourth, and so on and so forth. And we kind of take turns just trying to get her to learn to doodle. Sorry, there's like a big shadow here. So this is going to be my inspiration. I thought it would make a really cute rock, and so I was going to surprise her by doing this rock today. So I figured it'd be a nice one to kind of jump back in with you all and get started. So I've got this as a reference here to the side. You might not be able to see it the whole time. We'll kind of keep it where it's in view for those joining. And then I'm going to use a rock that looks a lot like a driveway to me. I've got my pastel colors because they seem to match the kind of coloring that the chalk gives. And we're just going to get started. And this design, it's just kind of a good jumping off point. You could really doodle this design with any pattern or any shape that you want to. Like I said, this is just how we doodle. A lot of the time we take turns. I try to kind of show her just different tricks. So I'm going to go through and do the first layer in one color, and then we're going to go back with a second layer of colors, just like we did when we were doing our sidewalk chalk design. We kind of did one color and then came back through with second colors and kind of added little extra bits and pieces. So as you're coming in, feel free to say hi. I can't really see the comments while I'm drawing, but I always come back and read through them. So that's just the first layer, just a quick little arch. And then I like to turn my rock. When I'm on the patio, I like to move around a lot when I'm drawing too, just to kind of keep my design even as I work my way around. And I probably won't be able to get all these layers onto the rock, but I'm going to do the best I can. I think she's going to be really excited. You know, you've probably heard me talk about her before. She's, 6, and she loves to do art with me. And she does rocks. I've shared a few of hers. Add a little dot in each of these because that's what's on this original design. So that's layer number 2. There we go. And then this layer, they're like little waves. Now my daughter did these waves, and as you can see, some of them got a little bit more out of control than some of the others. We did it with the dark pink first, and I'm going to show you a trick to kind of getting the curls, because she does them the same way. She had one wave that really got big, and then she wanted to make the rest waves. So we kind of went back and added those. So a way you can do this is you just do the peaks first. So you can come along and just kind of come to peaks like this around, especially when we're going to be doing a secondary color with these, just to kind of get them laid out where you want them to be. Like that. And then you come to the tip of each of these and you kind of curl it over. So you can just kind of follow it around the corner. And it's a little bit easier to do this than to try to draw each of the peaks as you go around. Just like that. We're going to go over these with that lighter shade of pink here in a little bit. And all of these colors I'm using are all from the same Posca pack. They're called natural colors. They're more like pastel colors to me. So there we go. And a little bit more on some of these. Working right on the rock, so some of the paint will soak into the rock. So I am planning on second layers on a lot of this, so I'm not overly worried about it being super thick. Also, sometimes when they dry, they'll pop a little bit more. When they're wet, sometimes they're a little more opaque. This orange is a little bit lighter than the orange we used, but I just want to stick with the same pack here. So the next layer, we're going to go back and outline with the yellow when we're done. So I'm going to just add the arch all the way around. I'm not going to be over precise. This is more just a fun doodle style of rock. And then the points don't necessarily go in between the waves on here, so I'm not going to overthink it too much, but we're just going to add the triangles all the way around. I've been going and scheduling some fun stuff on the page. I'm going to start starting tomorrow a Flashback Friday series. We've officially had rocks on the website for about 2 years now. We'll be rolling into 2 years. So I'm going to be posting some of our original tutorials we did. I think February of 2018 is when we had the site launch. And so some of those older tutorials I know a lot of y'all have not seen. So you can look forward to seeing those posts on Friday. I was pretty excited looking through some of the older content and thinking, oh, these are gems. And some of them are kind of hidden because they've been on the site for so long. And many of you may not have seen them. So here we go. Again, while it's wet, it will look a little more opaque. We'll let that dry and we'll decide then if we want another coat. I think I can get a bit of this next one here. So let's do, it looks like I did the light pink first and then like a purple on top. So we'll start like that. For those of you guys that are joining in, this design here to the right was something I did with my daughter on the patio out front, and she's 6. So every other line we alternate when we doodle. I love to doodle. You guys all probably know that by now. A lot of the rock styles I do are more of a doodle. You can really turn these into any creation you want. You can obviously do the exact same pattern too if you'd like, but it just kind of shows you just can create anything on rocks. So on here, she's got almost the eye shape in the center, and then they curve in either direction. She does like to watch my tutorials, so this is probably from those tubes. We did those op art tubes. She probably got the idea of curving from those. So we'll follow that here all the way down one side and all the way down the other. Like so, and we might be able to get a couple of these. Well, they'll be cut off, so I think I'm going to stop there. That's a good chunk of the design. So we're letting that bottom layer, and then whenever we do chalks, we always go in with a second color to add a little bit more of a pop of color to lots of things. This I'm going to use my aqua with. It's not going to be quite the same. It looks like we have like a light baby blue that we used in the center. But I'm just going to go ahead with this aqua. It doesn't have to be 100% the same. And then we're going to give this little highlight on the edge. And maybe down these little bits. And then it looks like I want to say she went back in with a light blue and those purples. Again, I don't have like a super light blue. I think I'm going to use white. I have a white over here. We're just going to add a little highlight under each of these. Make them pop a little bit. But just adding the secondary colors to the design just really helps them pop. off the rocks, just like it helped pop the design off the pavement, because we're working on a rock that is very similar to the pavement. Now the curls, it was a light pink on top. And we'll come right back, basically right over the top of each of these curls with light pink. So I'm just gonna follow the design. Try to leave some of the dark kind of poking through. There we go. And now we gotta do yellow. But see how you can see that orange? It's not quite as bright of an orange as we have there, but it looked really see-through at first. I could do another coat on it, but I'm not going to. I think it's fine for this style of rock. And now I'm just gonna go and outline all of this with my yellow, like we did in our design. And I know they do actually sell this set in 1M pens. I don't have them in the fine tip ones. That might work even better for this style of design. Whatever you have, you can use. But just start with arch and then add some fun to it. And then stack your colors and designs. Okay, so now we're out here on this outer edge. And she's got this dark purple or darker pink she went in and added. It looks like it might be on the outer stripe too, but we'll start with just on these curves. I'm really excited to have this done for her today when she gets home from school. I know I shared it in the stories. I don't know if everybody knows. Every once in a while, I'll add something on those stories. Little sneak peek stuff, like patio designs. But I think it makes a really cute rock. And we have this little space on the top. Maybe we can add a little kindness message along it. Maybe we can add it in here. Let's see here. Y-O-U-R-O-C-K. I'm gonna do it with white. We'll see if it pops off enough. So I'm gonna make these triangles almost into like a banner. Try not to put my hand down on something I just painted. So let's go. And you can see just the difference. This is the 1M, so it's a lot more fine tip. There we go. Cute little message hidden in there now for you rock. So there we go. Okay, so that's it. That's about as close as we're gonna get. Look at, see, it matches pretty good. I think she'll be pretty excited about that. I'll leave that right there, be carefully. So sorry, I have missed a lot of the comments, guys, but I will come through and read them when I'm done. So thanks for joining in today with this design. Again, you can try to do the exact same design as I did, or kind of take it on your own level. You just start with that one arch and then add another, and then you can always go back and develop each of the arches and add more little details. Like I could come back in here with white and do, you know, dots along the edges of some of these and things like that. I just want to keep this one pretty similar to our design that we had done together, because I think she's really going to love it. And so yeah, so I'm glad to be back. Feels good to be back. I'll be on next week with something else live, and we will see you then. And like I said, we have lots of things that I'm actually scheduling some stuff on the page as well, so look forward to that too. Everybody have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.